Hello lovely viewers, you are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be presenting to you some of the figures of speech, or better still, the literal devices employed by the playwright in his play The Sound of Umbele. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. Figures of speech are the ornaments of language. They are the words and phrases that convey more than just their dictionary meaning. The playwright, Bill Marshall, uses figures of speech extensively to carry home his message. On page 2, we come across the following extract. There is no fish. My boys haven't returned. What is the matter with you people? This extract exemplifies a rhetorical question. The speaker does not expect the addressee to reply to this question. On page 3, we come across the following. Oh, I see. So there's nothing, no news. This line exemplifies alliteration. There is a repetition of end sound in nothing, no, news. On page 5, I had everything I wanted, even my own special world, with everything except a father. This extract exemplifies a hyperbole. This is an overstatement used to elaborate on the luxurious life the speaker lives. On page 5, we come across the following. Glad she is no more. This extract exemplifies a euphemism. This is a mild way of saying dead. Glad she is dead. On page 8, we come across the following. She howls like an animal whenever she's in pain or something. This line exemplifies simile. The speaker compares the way she cries aloud to that of an animal. On page 8, we come across this extract. But now, she's weeded out like smoked salmon. This extract exemplifies a simile and alliteration. There is a repetition of S sound in smoked and salmon. Also, the speaker compares dweller to a smoked salmon. On page 11, you look like a tramp to me. This extract exemplifies simile. Here, the speaker compares the look of Joshua to that of someone who moves from place to place, or someone who is homeless. On page 11, we come across, that's why I travel like a tramp. This line exemplifies a simile. Here, Joshua compares his travel to that of someone without a home. On page 12, we come across the following extract. People grow smaller and smaller. This line exemplifies an oxymoron. Here, two contradictory words have been used side by side, and these words are grow and smaller. On page 12, we come across this extract. I like talking about myself because I am the living museum. This extract exemplifies a metaphor. Here, there is a direct comparison of the speaker to a museum. On page 14, why don't you go back to where you belong? Go back to the hills. Go back to the city. This extract exemplifies a rhetorical question. The speaker does not expect the addressee to reply to this. On page 15, we come across the following. At her age, she's still untouched. This extract exemplifies a euphemism. This is a mild way of saying she's still a virgin. On page 15, we come across a flower bud. A flower bud is a metaphor. This is a direct comparison. On page 16, they'll fuss about me, pour oil into my ears. This extract exemplifies an idiom. On page 17, they stink like the fish they handle. This extract exemplifies a simile. Here, the speaker compares the smell or body odor of the fishmongers to the fishes they handle. On page 17, we come across the ocean does his will. This extract exemplifies personification. The ocean is given human attributes of obedience. On page 20, we come across the following. Are you going to carry the blasted basket all day? This extract exemplifies an alliteration and a rhetorical question. There is a repetition of B sound in blasted and baskets. Also, the speaker does not expect the addressee to reply to this question. On page 20, we come across the following. Like Big Brother Benko said, this line exemplifies an alliteration. There is a repetition of B sound in Big Brother Benko. On page 21, the whole village was bursting with stinking fish. This line exemplifies an hyperbole. This is an overstatement to show their bumper harvest the previous year. On page 22, I know you even rage and burn like a volcano. This line exemplifies a simile. Here, the speaker compares Benko's anger to that of a volcano or a volcanic eruption. What do you say? Big Brother Fury. This line exemplifies personification. Here, fury or anger has been given human qualities of having an elder brother. On page 23, we come across the following. Such absolute profanity. Tu. This is worse than I imagined. This exemplifies onomatopoeia, the use of words to suggest or echo their meaning. On page 23, we come across the following. How can we be in a boat with someone like that? This extract exemplifies a rhetorical question. The speaker does not expect an answer on how they can be on the same boat with Joshua. On page 24, we come across the following extract. They spit fire at the slightest provocation. This extract exemplifies an hyperbole. This is an overstatement to show how easily they get angry. On page 26, we come across the following. My woman is food enough for me. This line exemplifies a metaphor. Here, there is an indirect comparison of a woman to food to reveal a truth. On page 27, there's a new mouth to feed. This line exemplifies a synecdoche. Here, part of the human body, which is the mouth, is used to represent an individual. While I sit down and listen to the sea roar and the sun go to sleep. This extract exemplifies a personification. Here, human attributes of sleeping is given to the sun. On page 29, we come across the following. Tu. Such vulgarity is unbecoming. This line exemplifies an onomatopoeia, using sounds to represent a meaning. On page 33, we come across the following. You burn inside yourself like fire. This extract exemplifies a simile. Here, the speaker compares the intensity of the addressee's anger to that of fire. On page 34, we come across the following. Oh, damn that woman. Doesn't she ever sleep? This extract exemplifies a rhetorical question. The speaker does not expect any reply. Hence, it is a question demanding no answer. On page 36, we come across the following: she won't last long. This extract exemplifies a euphemism. This is a mild way of saying she would die soon. On page 37, we come across the following: she was pretty once, like some rare mink. This extract exemplifies a simile. On page 37, we come across the following: you would think they cracked her from a pearl or something. This extract exemplifies a hyperbole. This is to exaggerate her beauty. On page 38, we come across the following: carrying the damn thing beyond bounds. This extract exemplifies an alliteration. There is a repetition of B sound in beyond and bounds. On page 38, we come across the following: I know she won't last long, and that's no lie. This extract exemplifies a literal device euphemism. This is a pleasant way of saying I know she will die soon. On page 39, we come across the following: no one taught me how to sleep, with my head hanging in the air, like the ninth bird. This extract exemplifies a literal device simile. On page 41, I feel like a new flower, blooming in the sunlight. This extract exemplifies the literal device simile. On page 45, let's give her an obstinate mother who hangs on to life like a leech. This extract exemplifies a simile. On page 48, we come across the following: soon they'll put her in the ground. This extract exemplifies a euphemism, a mild way of saying they'll bury her. On page 48, we come across they put her in the ground. This extract exemplifies a literal device euphemism, a mild way of saying they buried her. On page 53, we come across the following: rage, rage against the dying of the light. This extract exemplifies allusion. This is a reference made to the famous poem "Do Not Go Gentle into That Good Night" by Thomas Daylan. On page 54, we come across the following: did you hear that, mother? Did you hear that? You said they were just peasants. This extract exemplifies an apostrophe and a rhetorical question. Here, Joshua addresses his absent mother, as if Madame Umbele was present. On page 56, we come across the following: they send me on errands and treat me like a mascot. Atu compares the treatment he receives from his family to that of a mascot. On page 57, we come across the following: and handle fish and stink like a pig. This extract exemplifies the literal device simile. On page 59, we come across the following: he raged inside himself and smolders like a volcano. This extract exemplifies a literal device simile. On page 59, we come across the following: you would think he's the son of fury. This extract exemplifies a literal device personification. Here, anger is given human qualities of having a son. On page 59, we come across the following: I carry a tag round my neck like a dog. This extract exemplifies a literal device simile. You talk like a book. This extract exemplifies a literal device personification and simile. Here, human attributes of talking is given to a book. On page 61, we come across the following: "Oh Joshua, why didn't you come to us earlier?" This extract exemplifies a rhetorical question. On page 61, we come across the following: "You were snoring like a pig." This extract exemplifies a literal device simile. On page 62, we come across the following: "The sea gets angry with such culprits." This extract exemplifies a literal device personification. Here, human emotions of anger is given to the sea. On page 64, we come across the following: "Sometimes, life itself could be such one big ball." This extract exemplifies an alliteration. There is a repetition of B sound in big and ball. On page 64, we come across this: "I was walking in a place, a forest it was." This extract exemplifies an inversion. There is a change in the order of words. The order of words should be: "I was walking in a place, it was a forest." On page 64, we come across the following: "I was wearing my mother's mask." This extract exemplifies an alliteration. There is a repetition of M sound in my, mother, mask. On page 64, we come across the following: "It was loud and clear, ringing like a bell." This extract exemplifies the literal device simile. On page 68, "You brag like an empty barrel." This extract exemplifies a literal device personification and simile. Human attributes of bragging is given to an empty barrel. On page 73, we come across the following: "She's no more with us." This is an example of a euphemism, a mild way of saying she's now dead or she's not alive. On page 77, we come across: "I could swear that woman was as dead as a doornail." This line exemplifies a simile. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video.